Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Cinema Scumbags movie podcast, number 138. My name's Seth.
My name's Nick.
How you doing, bud?
Could be better.
What's wrong?
Oh, I don't know. That bridge is looking mighty tempting.
Oh my god.
No, just people taking Sesame Street quizzes at work, and I'm putting in my time, and, just real life stuff. But we won't let that taint the podcast. How you doing, bud?
Doing good. You know what you need to do after a long day? Come home and get yourself a nice cup of joe.
Well, I wish my copy of Peanut Butter Falcon was in the mail like it was supposed to be, but hey, what can you do?
Congratulations on your first starring role in that film, by the way.
Buddy.
Tasteless? Probably.
That's okay. That's what this whole podcast is.
Yeah, we've toned it down over the years. God, when we first started, man, oh man.
Oh, G words, R words, all over the place.
G word. Oh, G-A-Y.
Yes, G-A-Y. G-A-I.
Well, we got some cool things on this episode.
Do we?
I don't know. We got some questions.
I do. Yeah, we do have some questions. We we have quite a few. So thank you guys I say guys because literally all guys. Thank you guys for sending in questions. Really enjoy the fact that we have a stable audience that is always around listening. So I appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
We do have a voice question that we've neglected since September. So.
Oh my god. Is it even worth playing now? This person's probably moved on.
Well, I see in here in the voice recording or the text it says Peanut Butter Falcon. So let's see what he has to say. Ryan, sorry pal, but we'll get you right here. Ready? Ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
What's good, guys? This is Ryan. I've called you guys before a couple times.
Yeah, you're the only one.
What's the deal with Matt? I recently drove cross-country past through Illinois, and I'm pretty sure I saw him at the gathering of the Juggalos. I don't know. Looked like he was buying a full pack of Fega at the local 7-Eleven,
Whoop, whoop.
Face paint all over his mask. So, I don't know if he's, on the road as a touring Juggalo, but please get him back in the podcast. Miss him. As far as questions, what are you guys looking forward to for the rest of the year? I know Seth said last episode that Peanut Butter Falcon was like the best movie he's seen all year.
Oh.
And I don't know if that's saying something about Seth's taste in general or the quality of movies that we've had this past year. But it hasn't been particularly good. You guys, speaking of Juggalos, you guys excited for the Joker movie? It Chapter 2 just came out. But as far as that, I feel like the best movies I'm looking forward to are Knives Out.
Okay.
And shit, that might be it. Time to find a new hobby, boys. Alright, anyways, love you guys. Peace.
Thanks, Ryan.
Oh, well, you could tell that was, 3 months ago or whatever.
Yeah. Peanut Butter Falcon. Were you looking for? Well, I guess we had seen it at that point.
I'd seen it twice at that point, I think.
Oh, goddamn. Asked if we were looking forward to Joker. Really enjoyed Joker myself. Was that indigestion or was that Joker?
Both.
Really enjoyed Joker. What else did he say?
Time
to find a new hobby.
Time to find a new hobby. Well, yeah, I mean, like I said, we neglected that question. That was a couple months ago. I think it's kind of starting to take shape a little bit.
No, I agree. I thought the same thing for a while, but...
sorry to cut you off.
Well, go ahead.
Well, since I already did. Anyways, well, since that message, the Lighthouse has come out, which is...
Yeah.
Not my favorite of the year, but I think it's the best movie that I've seen this year. Yeah. Parasite, so it's starting to kind of round into shape a little bit.
No, I definitely agree. There's a lot of stuff that I don't know. Usually I'm on top of watching a lot of the stuff throughout the year, but this year I haven't been, so I need to go back. But we have tons looking forward to as well. There's Irishman, there's Marriage Story, Knives Out looks cool.
Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood.
Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. Yeah, I mean, there's still a ton of stuff to come out, so hopefully you can find some more things to watch, Ryan, and Knives Out not be the only thing left you have to look forward to.
Dude, I've seen that trailer for that movie like 30 times. I've been going to the movies for like the past 3 months, and they play the trailer every time.
Well, that sucks.
Knives Out.
I think it looks cool. I just haven't seen the trailer 30 times.
Oh, it's too much already.
Nice to see Chris Evans moving on from Marvel. Maybe everyone else should too.
No. I'm going to subscribe to Disney Plus so I can watch them over and over again.
Oh, get a chick, dude.
Get a chick. Da.
Get a chick. Da.
Matt the Juggalo.
Oh, speaking of, yeah, sorry, I forgot about that guy. Well, okay, so do you guys remember long ago when we had made the joke about him being addicted to drugs and just kind of falling off the wagon? Things took a turn for the worse for Matt here. Seems he's gotten back into his drug addiction, and I think he got kicked out of his home.
Matt is the Artie Lang of the Cinema Scumbags.
Oh, so he's going to have a crushed nose soon?
His septum's going to collapse.
Ew.
Look, when some other people that have been on this podcast have laughed or taken an absence or whatever, I always had ill will towards those folks, With Matt, though, I like Matt a lot. We can only answer what we know, and honestly, I don't know a whole lot,
Yeah, we get texts here and there, but I hope he's all right out there.
I love having Matt on the show. It's works best, I think, as a trio, and I hope he will be back on. But until then, we're rolling along this way.
So we're gonna start a GoFundMe for Matt's rehabilitation soon. So look out for that on the Instagram.
Get off that black tar, bud.
Love you, pal. We did have another email from Connor McNamara, who we've had a couple from over time, but this one just came in yesterday. There is a question in it, so I assume I can read it on the show, unlike his last one, but let's get into it. Subject line says, as far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a blue tuber. Very happy to see the return of your podcast, fellers. Nick, I'll avoid the false sympathy lines of thoughts and prayers, but I am genuinely sorry to hear that, bud, and all credit to you for jumping back into the YouTube thing in times like these. Appreciate that. During your hiatus, I have scoured iTunes and YouTube to find some kind of movie podcast to listen to, but cannot find anyone offering a no-bullshit approach to movie talk. Like I've previously said, I hope you guys continue the podcast indefinitely and with that gain a wider audience. With Matt out of the picture, I do believe the podcast suffers, however, still enjoyable. That's fair. Would love to hear all three of you back at it. The comedic elements from you as a trio was brilliant. I'm not sure of how to contact Matt and don't know if you guys could pass a message on to him. I think it's clear that Nick is the producer on the show, keeping it all glued together.
Get the fuck out.
Hold on, dude. Just give it a second, you egomaniac. Seth is the director, humorously arguing his differences and point of view. And Matt is the... Goddamn. So offended. And Matt is a DP listening to what you guys have to say and adding a touch of class to the project. If a touch of class doesn't get you back, Matt, I don't know what will. Maybe a GoFund Matt page? Well, all the best, guys, and because you're Yanks, have a good Thanksgiving, which leads me on to what I think is a very important question and would love to hear your guys' opinion. With The Irishman being, don't quote me on this, the first high-profile film to be showcased on 2 platforms, one being the box office and 2 being Netflix, are you guys going to go to the cinema to watch it or wait until it appears on Netflix? I personally am very intrigued to see how well it does commercially at the box office, to see if my fears that cinema are destined to be extinct have any real weight behind them. I, for one, don't want to live in a world where movies are primarily watched on laptops, tablets, and phones. Take care, Connor.
Oh, man.
Thank you.
See, it's a good feeling. We disappeared for a while, and the guy couldn't find something to compare.
Well, yeah, I just I appreciate the kind words, as always.
Of course.
It really makes this worth it, because we may not have a big audience, but we have a caring audience. So
yeah, and me and Nick were discussing this the other day. Like, this is a fun thing for us. This is what we do at work in person. We bullshit back and forth about movies.
Yeah.
This will probably never stop because we get on and we just talk for an hour and I slap it together. It's minimal effort.
Yeah, and if people want to listen to it in the end, that's great. So, yeah, thank you, Connor.
Thanks a lot, man.
Thoughts on The Irishman? I myself will be waiting till it comes to Netflix. I'm very much a person that does love the cinema, but my patience with fellow patrons is starting to wear thin. It just seems like people can't be decent enough for just a few hours to watch a film. So sitting there for 3.5 hours for a Martin Scorsese film when I can just watch it in the comfort of my own home just seems more enticing.
The thing about that, though, like a Scorsese film, you're probably not going to run into people like that. But maybe, I guess.
Maybe.
My thing is, it's only playing in one theater around here, and it's $20 a ticket. No, I'll wait a week. I've been waiting long enough.
Yeah, there's no point in rushing out. It's not like you're going to be the first one to see it. People have been seeing it for months now, so what's a few more days or a week or so. Your fears of cinemas being extinct very much could be the case at some point. I think there's too much of a market for it. Obviously, they make too much money doing it. So right. Until that becomes an issue, or until they start doing like the VOD at home, you're probably gonna have cinemas.
And I've gone way more and just maybe in the past 5 months since I subscribed to the AMCA list. I've seen a bunch of movies in theaters, but I'm still a watch movies at home guy,
Oh, yeah. No, me too. I found that I like watching movies more alone, even if it's like involving, I don't know, like T or my mom or something. I'll watch movies with Seth because he appreciates them the same way, but
I know what you mean.
Yeah, because it's just always like there's questions,
and that's not to be like, we're so much smarter than everybody. It's just like
personal preference.
Yeah, like I don't know. When sometimes you sit down to watch a movie with somebody, maybe they're just like a casual.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It's hard to describe, but
no, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
So, thanks, Connor. Thank you.
Thank you, Connor.
We have a few more. Actually, we had quite a few on Instagram, so thank you guys for asking questions. Michael Groves.
Oh, what's up, brother?
Another one of our usuals. Harold and Kumar Christmas commentary. That movie is a true classic. Keep up the great work.
You know what, Michael? That might be the best goddamn idea I've ever heard.
I think this might be the best Christmas ever.
Great film.
Must have seen our Criterion video, which you can go see on our channel, because I ended up picking up the movie.
Yeah.
And I won't watch it for 3 years.
No, you're going to watch it soon.
Yeah, when's too early for you, Seth? When can I watch it?
Well, it's always too early around here. Arizona sucks.
So January?
If I was back in Iowa, I would have already watched it because it's like fucking 10 degrees there.
I think it's snowing where I used to live.
Yeah, I mean, it's good luck getting in the Christmas spirit here. So you can watch it whenever, honestly. You can watch it in fucking August if you want.
Who wants to spend a Christmas in a desert anyway?
Another Christmas in the trenches.
Kyle Opp. What's up, buddy?
What's up, bro?
What games are you guys playing lately?
Good question.
Very good question. Seth and I we talk about a lot of these things, but I like to keep a story-based game going at the same time, and then like some other not so story-based things. So
yes.
I've been playing Dragon Quest, put like 75 hours in on the last boss, but
then as always he just fucking leaves without finishing it.
No, it's not over yet. I got tempted into my old high school ways, and there was the Target buy 2 get 1 free. Picked up the new Call of Duty. I've been playing that mindlessly, so I'll get back to Dragon Quest and get to the rest of my fucking backlog I've got going on.
It's bad, man. We talk about it all the time. Just too many games, not enough time, especially when you start getting into like some 40, 50-hour RPGs. I mean, shit, I've got a PC, PS4, Xbox, Switch. I mean, I don't have enough time,
No, and there's always sales going on, so that you're always buying new things so that you have them when you're ready to play them. And,
Right.
But, yeah, I've been playing Dragon Quest, some Call of Duty, went back and played a little Battlefield, but that's kind of where I'm at right now.
Nice. I just
about
cleared the Resident Evil 2 remake
Ooh.
campaign, played through as Leon, played through as Claire.
I did. My brother and I did get Resident Evil 5 on the Switch, and we've been playing a little bit of that because you could play that co-op. So that's,
you know what? I've never played that one.
It's more on the Resident Evil 4 side than 6 as far as
Right.
like quality, but
Yeah.
it's cool. It's cool. You can play it co-op.
I would definitely recommend picking up Resident Evil 2 during Black Friday or something.
What's it going to be, like $20?
I think 15.
Oh shit! Yeah, I definitely have to get on that one.
Yeah. Speaking of Black Friday, there's going to be adding to the backlog big time.
Oh, definitely. But I mean, that's what Black Friday's for, is to do that. What else you've been playing? Is that it?
Well, I finished that last night, and then
Right.
moved on to the Spyro Remaster Trilogy. But those are so, like, easy, you know. I remember those being tough when I was a kid on my PlayStation 1. Those are a breeze. Other than that, Dragon's Dogma on Switch, I don't know.
What do you think of that one?
I'm not too far into it, but so far I'm not impressed. It's
Yeah.
very clunky, I think, and
Same.
hard to navigate. But I'm gonna keep working on it. There's so many games I want to play, though. I mean, I've got just
God.
tons. To get
Yeah,
through stuff.
and I still haven't even touched like any PlayStation games that we've gotten over the years. So
Yeah, and that's opening up a whole
I
other
can't
world.
even do it. Oh my god, I even downloaded Steam the other day. Yeah, I just there's so much to do, so many games and movies and activities in life. I just don't know how people can ever be bored.
Oh my god, I don't get it either, man. There's not enough hours in the day, as Willy Wonka says.
Who's that? There's Willy Wonka.
Oh, maybe he does. Who says that in that movie?
It's
Does he say that?
Grandma. Not enough hours. It's the mom. Before you bedwetters. Not enough
Before you
hours in the
smelly
day.
old fuckers.
Before you bedwetters got into bed.
There's a lot of games, though, and I'm going to be adding more to the backlog with Black Friday. And man.
There's a shit ton of deals. I'll tell you
Yes,
what.
there is.
RJ Coast. I hope we're still saying that right, but I'm pretty sure it's not an American name, so. Ricky Kostzua. No question. Just glad you guys are back at it. Rest in peace, Matt.
Rip.
Martin Fudge. Have you seen Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and what do you think of it? Because I saw it twice when it came out and liked it. Well, I'm glad you asked. Seth, what are your thoughts?
I like it.
4.5 is like it?
No, I moved it down to 4.
What?
I moved it down to 4.
Okay.
It's good.
I very much enjoy it. I didn't move it down, but yeah, it's just a time period I'm interested in. Good story. Some filler involved, but that's to be expected with a Tarantino movie. It's good quality.
As much as I love DiCaprio and shit, I think I was most intrigued by Margot Robbie in that film.
Yeah, I think it's the curiosity of seeing where her character ended. Just
Well,
because.
she's just hot as fuck, so it's
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
But
True.
I mean, like seeing her go into the movie theater to watch herself on screen, that was a good scene.
I liked the way that they showed the real Sharon Tate too in those scenes.
Yeah, it was very well done.
Yeah, you gonna pre-order the special edition?
No, but I know you are, even though you don't have a turntable.
Well, I'm a virgin, so what do you expect?
Add that to your hobbies.
Virgin?
Virgin record collector.
Incel.
Incel.
Real Jack Attack. Do you guys think award season discourse will be better or worse than last year?
Who won the Oscars? What was the big winner last year? Because I don't know if I even watched.
Oh my god, who was it? It was Green Book. Ugh, what an underwhelming winner.
No, that's a good movie. I don't care what any of you incels say about it.
You haven't said one word about that movie since last year.
Well, I just liked it, and then I moved on. It wasn't like...
Exactly. So is that Best Picture worthy?
Well, what was it up against?
Oh god, good Bohemian Rhapsody.
Okay, so no. What else?
See, that just goes to show I can't even remember.
I just don't think it was a good year for film.
No, it wasn't. I
was looking back last year at my top 10. I mean, like, God, after mid-90s at number 1, it really starts to fucking...
Holy shit, I gotta see what mine is because I can't even remember.
Dude, it takes a fucking turn for the worse after that, man. Number 5, the Mr. Rogers documentary. Yikes.
Damn. My
Climax,
number 5 was They Shall Not Grow Old. Hereditary is my number 1, so talk about
make the cut for me.
Talk about a downhill summit for good old Ari Aster.
Yeah. He's just a Robert Eggers wannabe. There are some gems in this list, though. Wildlife, the Jake Gyllenhaal, Paul Dano directed film that nobody saw.
Can't wait for a Blu-ray.
First Reformed is really good. So, there's some good movies, but...
Yeah, but I hope so. I feel like the quality might be better as much as there hasn't been like a ton of great movies, but the ones that are great, they're really good.
All right, have you started to assemble your favorites of the year so far?
Yes, I keep it going throughout the year. Even if it's more than 10, I just like to put in all the ones that I think will make the cut, and then I'll fix them up as the year goes on. But
I update my list as I watch them.
I gotta get Us out of there.
Yeah, something. I liked that movie when I saw it in theater. I thought this is really creative. I watched it again. I liked it a little bit less. Like, I don't know. That movie's probably more like a 3.
Yeah, at least a 3.5. I would say
a 3.5. I need to bump it down. I have it as a 4. That's too generous.
Yeah, no,
it's a cool concept though.
I get really like taken by a lot of movies in theaters, so I give like a higher rating than I would probably sit on later. But yeah, it would definitely go down.
Honestly, right now, looking at my list, it's on hidden because the people are just waiting for me to unleash it after the year ends. Nobody, but pretty strong top 5 so far, man. I'm pretty impressed.
Can we get a taste?
Sure. Peanut Butter Falcon, The Lighthouse, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Parasite. So there's good stuff up there.
Yeah, I'll say.
I can assume that I know The Irishman is going to be up there.
So is it already in there?
No, but it'll be on there. Like, I'm gonna have to kick Toy Story 4 off.
Oh no!
Great, decent epilogue, but who really needed that movie?
Nobody, I guess.
Boy, those toys are in good shape too for running around for 25 years.
That's true. That's a very good point. I don't know any of my toys that lasted that long.
Hell no.
Let's see. Mitch Davey.
Enough with the mitching.
Hey guys. Oh, this is a good question. We were actually talking about this. Hey guys, could you do a top 10 films of the decade or a best film from each year? Yeah, we were talking about doing a video where we we hadn't really planned everything, but just like best films from the decade, pretty much. We would do like a top 10 or something.
In the thumbnail for YouTube is going to be Boyhood.
Probably, I mean,
just to piss people off.
Yeah. Just to get the Discord going.
Yeah.
Then
that'd be a good video.
Next would be Endgame.
It's the worst of the decade.
Captain Marvel.
The most unoriginal films of the decade.
Oh, the most inspiring films of the decade. Joker, Endgame. Yeah, but we'll be doing something like that down the line.
I think this year. Sorry, I don't keep cutting you off, man.
That's okay. That's how it is.
I don't know. I think this year we can like skip over doing like Golden Globes episodes and shit like that.
No, I agree.
I was looking back at some of our just to see like what the metrics look like. The Golden Globe episodes, like nobody cares about the Golden Globes.
They don't, but we just lacked creativity at the time.
That's true. Well, we've lacked creativity for the past 4 years because I think we've done an episode about the Golden Globes every year.
Well, call it quits.
Changes. Hey, taking auditions for a third member. Who's out there?
Hey, who wants to join our open auditions? It's like Invincible. Who's going to be the Vince Papale out there?
We'll definitely do that. We'll definitely do that top films of the decade episode, though.
Yes. Last one here. Stephen Wood. buddy.
Oh, Steven, the fucking man.
Can always count on you. Holy shit, you met Jessica Chastain?
Dude, he meets everybody. I've said that many times, but like A-listers, bro.
Oh, man, Jessica. Whew.
Steven, did you take a crack at her crack or what?
Is she as good looking in person as she is, well, not in person?
Literally the best part of it, part 2.
I don't doubt it.
And for the eye candy.
I was looking forward to checking that out, but still haven't.
Well, I've got good news for you. It's not the worst Stephen King film adaptation of the year.
Oh, well, why don't we just get into that a little bit, because Steven's question here kind of talks about that.
Oh, nice segue right into our main topic.
Are you guys still angry at Dr. Sleep? I know I sure am. So disappointed.
Steven, I love you, man. You are the fucking guy, bro.
Thank you for asking this, because I've had some things on my chest I needed to get off of it.
Man.
Okay, where to... Okay, I don't even know where to start with this.
Well, let's start from the beginning, Dr. Sleep, the novel, was published in, 2012, maybe?
Oh, we're doing the whole history, okay.
But this is the main topic.
Stephen King was born in 19...
Who gives a crap about him? I want to know. I was just talking about this book. I think it was published in 2012? Maybe I'm...
Oh, that recent?
Yeah, that's newer.
You know what? I do recall seeing the cover. I never thought twice about it because I don't really give a crap about his books. But
it was kind of interesting how he came to write this. He ran like a poll on his Twitter or his website. He's like, which of these 3 books would you like to see me write? Shining to the sequel, and there was like 2 other things. And the sequel, Shining, overwhelmingly won the vote. So then he went on to write it.
Okay, so it's the fans' fault we have this piece of crap.
Well, here's the thing. And this... Stephen King wrote a sequel to his novel, The Shining, which is
a
probably...
novel to a film that was made about his book that he doesn't like.
Well, no, I mean, the book references his first book. It's a sequel to that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes, but what Stephen likes to ignore or express his disdain for is the fact that Stanley Kubrick directed a version of that story that, in my opinion, is the definitive version. It's the one people remember. And, go ask 100 people on the street, about The Shining, they're going to reference Kubrick's film.
Oh, yeah. I mean, most people wouldn't even realize that there's a Shining miniseries out there.
Oh, in its ass.
I don't doubt it. I've seen screenshots. I've seen what I need to see, but I don't need to see anything else because we have The Shining.
Yeah. And this was, this was a sequel to his novel, and it came out, and it was met with acclaim. People that love the Shining novel, which differs quite a bit from the film. I haven't read it, but I know all about it, and I know what King's issues are with Kubrick's version. So he wrote a sequel to his story, and it was received very well.
Okay.
So a few years ago, or a couple years ago, whenever they announced it, oh, hey, we're going to make a film adaptation of Dr. Sleep, but we also want to pay respect and acknowledge Kubrick's horror masterpiece. So the task was to construct a film that represents the novel, the source material, and also weaves in elements of Kubrick's movie.
Yes. Well, a lot of Stephen King books are very difficult to adapt into live-action things, just because the subject matter is just so bizarre.
Agreed. There are more bad ones than there are good ones.
Yeah. This was a movie that I think at first we were not so overwhelmed with the idea of, but the trailer came out, and it did exactly what it's supposed to do. It showed you all the key points. It played the music. It got you invested and involved and excited. And that's where we sat when we went to go see the movie. Very excited. And
they definitely did that all right with showing that it's a sequel to Kubrick's film in addition to a novel, a sequel to the novel. And they suck you in with the nostalgia in that trailer,
Yeah. But the day came to see the film. And maybe we should talk about what we like first.
Well, Nick, I'm having a hard time. I'm having a hard time constructing anything for that list.
I had to write down a lot of notes so that I can remember.
I liked Ewan McGregor.
Okay, the parts that I really liked were the parts with Ewan. The parts that I hated were with the cult.
Yeah.
I mean,
we should just give a brief synopsis for the people that don't know what the story's about. Danny Torrance, now an adult, suffering from a lot of the issues that his dad did, alcoholism, whatever, gets involved with this group of people who suck the shine or the steam out of people who have the shine. It sounds so dumb.
Yeah.
I remember reading the synopsis and I thought it sounded dumb, but I thought, well, maybe it's good. It's a good book. But anyways, Danny's fighting like this group of vampires, essentially, that prey on people who also have the shine, Doc.
Would you like some ice cream, Doc?
Say, Doc. So yeah, you have adult.
Okay, I thought you were gonna finish it.
No, you have adult Danny Torrance. He's the main focal point of this movie. He gets involved with this girl, this young girl who also has the ability to shine, and the villains, as Nick mentioned, is like this cult sort of thing.
Led by the absolutely super smoking hot Rebecca Ferguson.
Dude, she was hot in that movie.
She,
man, oh man.
She was, yeah. I mean, she's good looking in the Impossible movies, but I don't know. She was looking extra spicy in this movie.
I would agree.
But basically, okay, we're gonna say that this is heavy spoilers. Like, we're gonna dissect the movie a little bit.
Right.
If you haven't seen it and you want to, well, I guess you could click forward to a certain point, but
I'd say skip ahead like 20 minutes.
Yeah, skip ahead. But the film starts out immediately in the Overlook. You get the tracking shot of Danny from behind, wheeling his way through the hotel, and I have to say that the second the kid on the bike turned around and you realized it wasn't Danny Lloyd, I was out. I was like just completely disappointed with the movie at that point.
You checked out that quick, huh?
I did. It was unfortunate. I tried to stay as invested as possible, but it kind of, the movie begins basically right after the events. So you've got a Wendy Torrance lookalike, you got a Danny Lloyd lookalike, and it just shows a little bit of what happened after the events at the Overlook. And you know, the same thing with the Wendy Torrance lookalike. She was way too hot to be Shelley Duvall.
Yeah, I don't... oh my God.
Okay, I don't really want to shit on this movie a ton. We're
going to fairly talk about it. But
it felt immediately like a badly made fan film.
Can I just say that one of the main discussions with this film when the trailer was released was how great, look at these recreations of The Shining. You know, They recreated all these shots, and I'm fine with that, okay? If they want to do that, it's fine. But what I didn't know they were going to do is flash back to right after the events of The Shining, and we're going to get new scenes with young Danny and young Wendy, and so like Nick, the first fucking 5 minutes of the movie, I'm thinking, what in the hell is this? Why? I was fine with just the recreations, but I didn't want to see new scenes with new actors in those roles.
No, I didn't either, and you've mentioned it, and I don't know if there's an issue maybe with rights or something, but why didn't they just use the scenes from the original film?
Well, yeah, you know, on the subject of Ewan McGregor, it was in Danny Boyle's Train Spotting, classic, one of my favorite films. They waited 20 years, they came out with a sequel, and what that sequel did so well was they would reflect on the first film, but instead of horrible recreations, they would just insert clips from the first movie.
And it added to the emotional impact of those scenes.
Right, and we don't know the thing with the rights. Who knows? I'm sure there was a reason for that, but man, if they would have just shown scenes from The Shining when Ewan is, you know, thinking back, I mean, that would have been great. That would have been great.
I think that would have definitely helped keep me involved, and I would have been more into it. But yeah.
Why did he need additional scenes after that? It should have just jumped right into him as an adult, man.
Yeah, and then they jump into the scene where young Danny's talking to the ghost of Dick Halloran. Which was, the guy who played him wasn't bad. Like,
he did a good job,
but it wasn't Scatman.
No, I too much of that, man. Like I didn't want to see any of that stuff.
No, so as I said, I was very out of it from the start. But the scenes with Ewan kept me invested. I mean, I love Ewan. He was good as Danny. And then they start cutting to the scenes with the cult. And this is when it really starts to lose me, because The Shining and Doctor Sleep feel like two completely disconnected films.
Yeah, there was. I didn't feel any sort. I didn't feel like, wow, this is a sequel to The Shining.
No, because in The Shining, there's ghosts, there's entities and all that, but for the most part, it's pretty grounded, and
it's a very slow film too.
It is, but there's really no mention of shine. There's no mention of this ghost sucking, this spirit sucking stuff. So
not once does a character's eyes roll in the back of their head.
So when you get to Doctor Sleep, where it's all about this shine sucking, it feels, like I said, like a completely disconnected film. Like it's its own thing with shining parts to it.
Yeah. And I don't know. Like we are two people that know Kubrick's version of The Shining.
Yeah.
I'm not taking anything away from the book, but I watched The Shining, the film, so many times, and actually went and tried to read the novel, and all I could think about was Jack Nicholson while I'm reading about this character. I'm thinking, I'm just going to put this down. I have my version of it,
It ruins the illusion of it when you have somebody in mind that plays it out.
And the thing about this movie is it's pretty well received. It's, I feel like we're in the minority here.
What I've found is that a lot of people initially thought it was going to be bad, and they see it and they like it, where for us,
the opposite, yeah.
I thought it was going to be good and I hated it.
Yeah.
So it feels like a fantasy movie. It feels like something that I don't even know. It feels so disconnected. It's
just
there's dream sequences, there's fantasy elements, the soul sucking,
I truly believe if someone other than Stanley Kubrick directed a film version of The Shining, you wouldn't hear about it today. That's a great film because it's a Kubrick film,
Right.
It's a great Kubrick film. And Stephen King attempted to do his own version. He did a miniseries, which was his vision. I think he directed it or wrote it or whatever. And it's ass. Ask anybody who likes that,
Yeah.
Oh, you want to see from the Little Rascals as Danny? Yeah, I don't think so.
But that's what I kind of realized when I walked out of the theater after watching this is, maybe the adaptations of Stephen King's books aren't bad. Maybe Stephen King just is bad.
Well, I just think he writes shit that doesn't
translate
to visual, and there's been some classic films from his source material. I'm not saying that for everything, but there's also been a lot of shitty ones and a lot of miniseries and weird things, and this to me felt like one of those miniseries. I felt like I was watching It Part 1 from the 90s.
It seems like his best stuff are ones that are grounded. Your Stand By Me's, your Shawshanks, your Green Miles, those are his best adaptations. The stuff with the mystical and the fanatical and the fantasy, that's when things get a little weird because, for example, the whole thing is that all of life is on the back of this giant sea turtle in space. How do you put that into a movie?
You don't.
So the soul-sucking, the cult stuff... It just didn't work. It
might have been great in the book, Might have been great in the book, and I was even open to the idea. I would have been fine with that stuff, but there's just something off about it, man. Something was off.
Well, that's what I told Dave when the movie kind of first started to put the trailers out. I was like, this could be good, but my fear is that they're going to lean more into the magic than what I would want, especially for a sequel to The Shining, which, like I said, is very grounded. And it did that exactly. It was too much magic.
People are talking about this guy. What is Mike Flanagan? Is he the guy that directed it?
Yeah, Mike Flanagan.
What is so great about Mike Flanagan? Oculus?
I don't think it's a Mike Flanagan issue. I think it's a screenwriting issue. I think it's just it's hard to film subject matter. I think he did pretty good with what he had. Like, there's really cool. I do like the way the dream sequences are shot. It's shot really well. The music is good.
And I'm sure Stephen King was breathing down everyone's ass the entire time.
Like,
this is what I want.
It should be.
Yeah, we're gonna make this one the way I want it.
Which is weird because I think it played more as a Shining sequel. Because what I was reading is some of the people that died in it, Danny's friend, the dad of the black girl, they don't die in the book, but they die in the movie.
Yeah, well, I mean, the Overlook Hotel was burnt to the ground in the Shining novel.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's definitely things that are off, but I don't know. It's Kubrick is the problem with this film. that is the issue
because it was too good.
He set such a high standard, and he was such a masterful filmmaker. Think about The Shining. You see that bathtub lady one time.
Yeah.
One time we see her, and it's suspenseful. They ease into it. You're thinking, what's going on with this chick? I mean, this movie, I felt like we saw her 5 times in the first 10 minutes. They keep showing the bathtub lady. It's just it goes to show you,
And what is he doing? Is he going in there to try to defeat his fears of her, or?
I don't know, man. If I was somebody that loved the novels, I'd probably love this film. But all I know, like I said, is Kubrick's version. And as a sequel to that movie, this was not very good.
There were a lot of homages. There was a scene in the hotel that the office that looked like the hotel manager's office in The Shining. There was a scene where Rebecca Ferguson, was following him up the stairs like Jack did to Wendy. And
there's a couple sequences in the film where a character's in an area and you hear a song playing, and it's a song from The Shining,
Yeah. And at a certain point, you knew the Overlook was coming. And I had hoped so badly that was going to save this movie and just help it.
I'm right with you. Yeah, I mean, we're already balls deep into the spoilers here, but the third act of the film is at the Overlook Hotel. And like Nick, I was checked out way before this, but I thought, okay, if anything is going to save this movie, it's going to be Danny going back to the Overlook. And when it came, just something was off. It was rushed, it felt like.
Something felt very off. It eventually seemed like it was just relying on the homages and the shots. Like, oh, there's the door. Okay, but why do we need the recreation of the new Wendy?
Yeah.
In the bathroom when Jack is, putting the axe through it.
Right. It's just, I don't know. They explain it in the film that the reason Danny is still haunted is because of those ghosts from the Overlook. They're hungry after 40 years. They're searching for him. Yeah. I get it. They explain it in the film. He goes back to the hotel. The ghosts have been there for 40 years and they're hungry, but it's just wild, man. It's not right.
No, it's, I don't know.
Within 3 minutes of being back in the Overlook, Danny sees the twins and he sees, oh, great party, isn't it? It just beats us over the head with callbacks.
Yeah. And, shoot, I don't even know. There were some cameos, I guess you could say.
Oh, let's just say there's a scene when Danny's sitting at the bar, much like his dad was, but not nearly as effective.
Well, I mean, we're at a baseball game for Jacob Tremblay's character is another kid that shines, and they want to go after him, so... he's at a game, and his dad is in the stands talking to another dad, and the dad is Danny Lloyd, the original Danny from The Shining, giving some stupid fucking exposition scene. I mean...
What's he say?
I honestly can't even remember. Like, I was
just something like, oh, he always knows what pitch is coming.
Yeah, and then, watch, here comes a home run, and then Jacob Tremblay gives a little beta boy swing, and... hits a home run. I hope Danny Lloyd has found a great career doing something else.
He's a professor.
Is he? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, cool little cameo, I guess.
Who knows? I mean, that guy gave one of the best child performances ever, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. I also thought that Jacob Tremblay was really good for his short bit.
So did I.
And so disturbing to see what happens to him and how he, just the acting in it. Like, it's crazy how horrific it was, his whole scene, and how well he acted it.
Yeah. This is partly my fault for expecting something great. That's not fair. I should have known. And the problem with this movie for me is that Flanagan is trying to appease to both the book fans and the Kubrick fans. And it's like this hybrid sequel, and it just didn't work.
It's a tough task.
It didn't work for me, man.
Yeah.
And I wanted it to. Nobody supported this shit more than I did. I was so hyped on it.
I've gotten really good at just kind of letting things be, and so I didn't really build it up that much until those last couple days where I was so pumped for it. I was listening to the music. I was I was just excited, and then we went to the movie and saw it, and I was like, oh god, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, this is what we get.
Yeah. I don't know. I need to stop doing that because it's the same way I felt for Jurassic World. It's the same way I felt for Halloween. It's just not worth getting hyped up over,
You can't, because you just set yourself up for these high expectations, and
I just did not. The thing that I wanted to save it for me did not do that. In fact, it made me hate the movie more. The entire ending sequence,
Yeah, I don't know if I was just too out of it at that point or just relied too much on it, but I was done. I was out of it.
Yeah, they're just trying to. They really just shove the nostalgia down your throat. I will try to watch this at some point again in my life, but it won't be anytime soon.
Honestly, there's a couple movies that have come out this year that I would be okay never watching again, and that's this one and Midsommar.
Yeah, Midsommar, where you sit for 2.5 hours and nothing happens.
It's another movie where you hope and expect something to happen, and then it's like
that's
the last
just
2 seconds
pretentious
of the movie.
bullshit, though.
It is. And
at least there's a storyline here.
That's good. That's true. I think that's what I like more about Robert Eggers is that his work just doesn't feel as pretentious.
No, it's like, oh, I've got to show you that I know everything about midsummer festivals and whatever.
Yeah. Well, I guess there was a Halloran spinoff that was supposed to happen, but I think they might can it because of the box office for this.
Yeah, this movie did not do very well.
So I don't know what the issue is. People are gonna see it as more of like a hidden gem that didn't, get the box office they thought it would, or I don't. I
just
thought
leave
it
The Shining.
Well,
yeah, so did I. Just leave The Shining alone. But if they were, if I had to sit through a sequel, I'd rather see like, I don't know, a new family in the hotel or a prequel that takes place in the hotel or something like that. That's what we want to see.
Yeah.
But just leave it alone.
Yeah.
Just leave it alone.
So, Steven, does that answer your question?
Yeah. Ooh, I'm exhausted now.
I know. Let's just quit.
I don't know. Like, Stephen King, though, can't take anything away from his writing ability, but he just seems like a bitter motherfucker. That's like,
yeah,
Kubrick sucks. And I've always thought, and I still do, that, like, he's just salty that people remember that version of his story rather than his book.
Yeah.
It just seems bitter.
I agree. But
don't listen to us if you haven't seen it, because a lot of people love it, and it's gotten really good reviews for the type of movie it is. So I definitely think we're in the minority here. But, Steven, who just asked the question, he seems to agree. And I've seen other people that are just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I had a lot of people that liked my dumbass Letterboxd review that gave it around the same score. So it seems like one that, like, not to sound pretentious, but people that watch more movies don't really like, and people that more casual seem to like. So I don't know if that's like the disconnect with not really being as big a fan of The Shining and just enjoying it on its own, or what.
Right. I don't know.
Yeah. So Dr. Sleep, we made the joke, but it was literally Dr. Put Me to Sleep.
Yeah.
Dr. Put Dave to Sleep.
Disappointing. Yeah, this is our buddy Dave. We go watch it with him. I look over, he's sleeping during the movie. Then the credits roll, he gives a thumbs up like he loved it. Dave, get the hell out of here.
Dave, Full of shit.
Anyways, though,
Sorry.
for the fifth time now, Rebecca Ferguson could definitely blow some child steam into my mouth.
Oh, for sure. Well, let's get into some of this other news stuff. Speaking of sequels, Hocus Pocus sequel. Do you know how legitimate this is?
Now, as a big fan of Hocus Pocus, I've seen these rumblings in the past. Oh, the chicks want to get together for a sequel, and it never seems to go anywhere. But this time, it seems like it's finally rolling a little bit.
Yeah, I think Bet was one that really didn't want to be involved again. But I'm pretty sure I read something that said that they're all going to get together.
They love that movie. She embraces that. Even in her performances, she does a whole spiel where she gets in a costume. So I think they've always been on board, but there was just never anything written. But, is it going to work? Probably not.
I don't know how well that would work in today's film.
I mean, is Hocus Pocus even a good movie? I really don't know.
No, but it's enjoyable.
I mean, if you rate it as a film, it's probably not that great. But if you rate it as a children's Halloween vibe sort of film, it's fucking great.
Yeah, great Halloween film.
So I don't know.
But
this is supposed to be a Disney Plus thing, right?
I believe so. Yeah, but it's definitely one of those like Facebook popular movies that even the most casual fan
it is
loves it. So it'll probably sell well.
I don't know. If I went to watch that, I would have to realize that, hey, this is for kids. I'm 30 years old now.
No more Sesame Street quizzes.
And if they do that, I hope they don't do some bullshit where like they try and usher in new witches or something like that. Just let those chicks do that role again,
Yeah.
I hate when these franchises like try to reboot and it's like, oh, we're going to usher in new characters. They're in makeup, they're witches. Even if they're old now, they can do that.
Just leave it be.
Yeah. Obviously, you're not going to have the 40-year-old Thora Birch running around from them anymore, but they could get new kids for that aspect of it, but keep the witches the same, please.
Oh, man, if they got Thora and all them back, I'd watch it. I'd check it out.
I'd have to assume they'd be involved some way. I don't know.
Yeah, you'd think so. I mean, all those big stars of the original.
The key to that for me would just keep that good Halloween vibe. That's number one. That's what makes that movie for me.
Well, I'll tell you who's not going to be in it, and that's the dad.
Oh, Charles Rocket.
Yeah, what happened to him?
Went into his backyard and slit his own throat.
God, I don't even know.
Kind of fucked up.
Yeah, I don't
He's
even know.
He's very likable in that movie.
Oh, yeah, he is. I don't know how anybody could get all the way that deep on themselves, but...
I'm Dadgula.
Dadgula.
Yeah, it's sad. He was also...
Hey, how was your day at school? Sucked. Hey, watch your mouth.
Yeah, he's really cursing up a storm there. Just bring back Vanessa Shaw, though, please.
Ooh, mommy. Speaking of sequels, Ghostbusters, the new one that's coming out, is coming back with the original cast, all the ones that are still alive.
Yeah, but doesn't this sound like what I was just talking about, like where they're not going to be totally involved?
Yeah.
Like just show them for 10 minutes,
Yeah, I don't really love Ghostbusters, so I don't care either way. But
I don't either. It does nothing for me.
For fans, I mean, that's very exciting.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a fan of Ghostbusters, you got to be way more pumped than you were for that Melissa McCarthy shit.
Yeah, well, wonder if they'll make any jokes about that in this one.
Who knows? Who cares?
Yeah, the good point. Who cares? Something I found kind of interesting was Kevin Spacey. You remember him?
I do.
One of his accusers, a massage therapist, has died.
Wow, how convenient.
Conspiracy?
Probably.
You think so?
I mean, I don't know.
Or is it just perfect timing?
That seems to happen a lot.
Yeah, well, Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, the Hollywood elites. They always have a way to make shit work.
Yeah, but I mean, he's got a deep path to go through if he's going to take out all his accusers.
So they're secret cannibals, the Hollywood elites.
They are. You ever heard of Joshua Tree?
Yes.
Whatever that...
Bohemian Grove.
Yeah, Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah, it's fucked up, man.
Oh yeah.
Like I wouldn't even. I don't even want to know the truth about it because it would like turn me off of films probably if you knew what really went on.
Oh yeah, it would be too disturbing. I think the difference though is that this one was testifying, so you never know. There could have been something fishy going on.
Will Kevin ever work again? That's the real question.
You know, we've debated that ever since it happened. Honestly, at this point, I don't think so.
No, it seems like he's doomed.
Well, his last film, Billionaire Boys Club, flopped, so...
Terrible movie to be released under that name when you're in the midst of that scandal.
Oh, Kevin. Well, we'll always have K-Pax.
Yes, we will. Yes,
Never
we
seen
will.
it.
You should watch it.
I can't. He's a pedophile.
You know, if he fucked with somebody, and well, I'm sure he fucked with somebody, but if he, molested somebody or whatever, then yeah, he should get in trouble for it, you know. But
Oh yeah,
he hasn't like faced.
he hasn't
any trial or
molested
anything,
you.
has he? No, he hasn't touched me, and I love his movies. So
I don't think so, but I think that was part of what this witness was supposed to be doing.
okay.
You like Elizabeth Taylor?
I don't know.
She's one of those original baddies from the golden age of Hollywood.
I was gonna say, she's still alive.
No, she's long gone. But
What's
they're doing
like
a
a movie
biopic
where-
on her.
What's like a movie where she looks really hot?
Cleopatra.
Oh, okay. I'm on board.
Well, are you even more on board that the person playing her is
Let me guess.
Rachel Weisz?
Well, you ruined it, but
Who are you gonna say?
I don't know who I wouldn't have guessed her. Rachel Weisz.
Well, Lindsay Lohan played her once.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that. I don't know. Does she like? I guess I could see this.
Yeah, I think that's kind of hearkening back to Dr. Sleep. I really like when in these biopics and everything when they try to be like accurate, not only with the look but like the way they act. So I think that's kind of what took me out of Dr. Sleep was that the characters just didn't look like the ones from.
Oh, they could have at least cast a kid that looked like Danny. You know.
Yeah. So
Danny.
I don't really know how much Rachel Weisz looks like Elizabeth Taylor, but.
Well, you know, I mean, how much did Renee Zellweger look like Judy Garland until she got in the makeup? You know.
A good point. You are very good at film, my friend.
I'm an expert. Just listen to me.
Fucking cock expert.
Cockspert.
Speaking of these old-time actors, okay, what do you think of this? James Dean is making a comeback.
This is weird,
This
but I'm
is
not
bizarre.
surprised.
I don't know how I feel about this.
I told you the other day I was reading about The Irishman and how great it looked or whatever, and how great the CGI looked, and I thought to myself, man, just wait. They're going to start fucking making full-length movies with dead people. And honest to God, that's what I was thinking, and then like the next day, I heard about this.
James Dean's face will be used in I believe, a Vietnam film. I don't know. There's just something so not kosher about this. It just seems weird.
Why not just find a new popular guy in Hollywood, you know? I mean, what is this?
Just use James Franco.
Yeah,
He
who
looks
the
like
fuck,
him.
You know, rubs you
Why
the
do
wrong
we-
way.
Why do we need to revive people from the dead to play these characters? Not only is it just seem wrong, it just kind of taints that actor because okay, say the movie sucks.
Right, which
That-
it probably will.
That actor is he's involved with that movie the rest of his it's part of his
Part of his legacy.
it's part of his legacy at that point without ever being asked about it.
I mean, someone has to sign off on that, his estate or somebody, but
It's got to be his estate.
yeah,
but
don't you milk enough money from your dead dad? You know, can't you just fucking leave it?
yeah, I'm sorry. I don't want to see James Stewart in a 2019 film.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Like they didn't make his estate hasn't made enough off his work. You know.
Right. I mean, is it because he only did the 3 films? They I don't know. It's
There are
just,
literally James Dean slot machines at the casino. Like he doesn't need. They don't need to put him in any movie to make money.
No, I mean, the guy was in 3 movies, and people know his name. People know who he is. He was an icon. So it just seems like, yeah, like you said, not only is it just wrong, but it just seems like they're trying to milk something.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like it. I bet you, though, they'll probably make it look fucking great.
Oh,
probably
I'm sure
look like he's in the movie.
Oh, yeah, which will open the door for more things. Actually, I think I saw that the company that is doing this, they bought or they own now the licenses for a lot of dead actors.
Oh, jeez.
So,
well, just wait. Miss Doubtfire 2 is going to happen now.
Company behind CGI James Dean aims to resurrect more dead celebrities. The breadth of the company's library is quite substantial. It holds and represents the rights for better than 400 stars, actors, actresses, sports figures. Among them are Burt Reynolds, Andre the Giant, Maya Angelou, Betty Page, and even Lou Gehrig.
Lou Gehrig?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, this is true, too. While it's never been done to this extent, this won't be the first time that dead artists have been brought back from the grave in order to sell something. There's commercials with John Wayne, Fred Astaire, and Steve McQueen. So, yeah, I mean, it's been going on. So it seems like it was a matter of time before people tried to profit off dead people.
Yeah, leave it alone.
Yeah.
Just cast new people. Put Harry Styles in it or whatever the fuck is the equivalent.
Yeah, James Franco. But
yeah.
He touched people too, so.
He's in a lot of shitty movies.
Yeah, that's true. Well, he played James Dean in a movie too.
Ugh.
PTA. You like PTA?
Yeah, the 2 movies or the 3 movies that I've seen.
Well, he's got a new movie coming out soon. This one just from the bare bones synopsis, but it's just like a 1970s high school movie.
Oh. That's kind of interesting for him. What's it called?
I don't think there's any name or anything. It's just being reported. Paul Thomas Anderson sets 1970s high school movie for 2020 production.
Okay.
But what sounds kind of interesting is that the untitled film will be centered on a high school student who is also a successful child actor. So, have you seen Magnolia?
I have not.
It would be interesting if it's like that, because there's like a child prodigy in that things don't go very well for him. So if it's dark like PTA's usual stuff, this could be pretty good.
It sounds like a cool concept.
Yeah. So that's exciting. At least we have some positive movie news. And Disney Plus launched today. You gonna be picking that up?
No.
It's quite
I don't really care about watching The Mandalorian.
Oh, yeah. But do you care about watching The Luck of the Irish?
No.
I just wonder how extensive their library can be. I'm looking at the list here, and there's quite a bit of stuff, but Sound of Music?
Yeah, I've got the Blu-ray.
Home Alone 2?
Yeah, I've got the Blu-ray.
Honey, I Blew Up the Kid?
Yeah, I don't want to watch it ever again.
Sandlot Rookie of the Year, Hocus Pocus.
Honey, I Blew the Kid.
Blank Check.
Now there's a film.
Camp Nowhere, Heavyweights. I mean, T's gonna get it, so I'm sure I can watch some of it. I mean, you're gonna find a ton of stuff that you probably haven't seen for a long time, so that's intriguing. But I'm sorry, I don't need to watch the Marvel movies.
Yeah, I don't know. When I have like a spare hour and a half, I don't want to watch Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off.
Well, that's where your life is sorely wrong.
Did you know Bobby Flay can crack an egg with one hand in that movie?
Did you know so can his dad?
God.
That movie. Okay, so
sucks dick.
I was tempted just to listen to a movie while I was at work, and I put on Phantom of the Megaplex. Have you ever heard of that one?
No, that's one of those Disney originals I don't know about.
Yeah, one of those Disney originals where this kid works at a theater, and it's almost like Phantom of the Opera, where there's somebody haunting the place. But Mickey Rooney's in it.
Ooh, this is before The Wrestler.
Mickey Rooney.
Oops. Get him mixed up.
Oh man, he looks sick in that. Like, he looks like he's close to death, but just listening to the dialogue and everything, piece of shit. Like, it's amazing how those films you watched when you were younger just do not translate
I know.
as you're older. You finally see the flaws in them.
Well, they're made for children.
I get that, but
I don't know. I also
adults
think they should consider that adults are going to watch with their kids, so it should be of some quality.
That's why Toy Story is good. You can watch it as an adult. And
I prefer
it.
Smart House over Toy Story.
What the hell?
Remember that ass screenshot you took of Smart?
Yeah, I do.
That was the worst thing. Did you delete that?
No, I think it's still on there.
Fuck, I gotta go find that. God damn.
Yeah, truly on the spectrum.
That's like
of worst pictures ever taken.
It's like just of their asses. Like why would you take a picture of someone's face?
I wasn't really. I don't know. I just thought the shot looked cool, at least on the TV. But when you translate it through a phone, where you see all the static and everything, it didn't translate.
See, that movie was great when you're 8.
Yeah, and that's it.
But now, my God, what's her name's hot though? Peggy Bundy.
Who's that?
The actual lady that lives in the house, the Smart House.
Oh, Katie Seagal.
Yeah.
Is that her name?
Yeah.
That little girl ended up being cute too. Nowadays.
Did she?
Yeah, but she's another one where there's not much on her, so it's hard to find anything.
And Ryan Merriman never worked again.
He was in Final Destination 3.
In a Halloween H2O.
And then he never worked again.
Shit, man. I don't know. There's only one of those originals that I love, and it's Under Wraps.
Yeah, and it's not even on there. So I don't know if that's one that maybe they're saving for later to add on, but I mean, there's only so many things Disney can put on.
What's that cost per month?
It's only $6.99.
Wow, that's pretty cheap.
Yeah, it's decent price, and so far a shit ton of stuff I see, but I don't know. I guess time will tell. They were having issues today with just getting people to even be able to stream it.
Yeah, launch day issues.
Yeah, but I mean, shit. I got Netflix, Criterion Channel.
I don't need any more, man.
YouTube TV. It's just I got a movie collection.
What's the Criterion Channel cost?
It's like $10 around there.
Where do you watch those though? Xbox?
No, it's on the Fire Stick.
See, that's like, I wish they had an app.
Yeah, that's the one thing I'm annoyed by with that is they don't really have an app. It's limited to like Roku and the Stick.
I mean, to me, like if you're gonna release a streaming service now, like
it's got to be on everything.
The first two things you should do is make an app for the PlayStation and the Xbox, because like what household doesn't have one of those, you know?
Right. I know people have asked for it, but they really haven't given any updates. So
I'd probably consider subscribing to that if I could download an app.
Oh, I fucking love it. I mean, it's just like how that Filmstruck was, where it's not just Criterion stuff, but it's it's tons of different good films, Golden Age stuff. Like right now on there, one of the things is MGM Golden Age of musicals. A shit ton of Judy Garland musicals, Fred Astaire, and yeah. So they have these every week. They have these genres or like these different compilations of movies, and it's just cool. Like they just released one where it's with The Conversation and a bunch of different like spying movies.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah,
kind of reminds me of that one thing that he subscribed to, Mubi, where they have 30 films and they take one off and add one each day, and it's all like art house sort of shit.
Oh really? I thought it was like one a day.
No, there's like always 30 or 31 for a month, but then every day they drop the oldest one off and they add a newest one.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, but like I don't know, it's all shit that like, I don't know. I don't want to watch a Spanish film every day.
Oh yeah, exactly. But yeah, I definitely recommend the Criterion Channel if people are into Criterions and just good films, because you don't really get that with something like Netflix or Hulu.
Remember when all those Criterions were on Hulu? That was the shit, man.
Yeah, it was. Well, now they're on the Criterion channel.
And you get a badge that you can shove up your ass.
Yeah. It is a cool thing, too, because it's like the full editions. It's got all the supplements on there as well, and endless amounts of content on there.
Cool.
Some trailers.
Okay.
That was more of a question.
Oh, yeah, sure, I guess, if we have to talk about them.
We can just bust through them. Star Wars?
Oh, what are you looking at, C-3PO? I'm staring at my friends one last time.
Princess Leia's pussy.
Wow. What are you doing, C-3PO? I'm staring at Princess Leia's twat one final time.
Fucking gross.
Oh, it's the same bullshit they tried to do that first trailer. Like, Chewie, we're home.
Who is that fucking guy that does the reactions that you always send? The one that cries before the trailer starts?
That guy has... Dude, he's so far away from the vag, man. He won't...
He's never sniffed one before in his life.
I mean, he hasn't done a lot of things.
That truly makes me cringe and hate many things in this world.
Yeah, it's... God, what is that guy's fucking... I can't remember what his channel is, but, like, he's... Oh, Eric Butts. The Eric Butts. B-U-T-T-S.
Makes sense.
He's crying. The Eric gets no butts. He's crying, and it's fucking ridiculous. You know something? I've been looking... There's a lot of movies that I've been dying to see, and the anticipation's killing me. I've never once cried over a fucking trailer. And I sure never like hysterical crying either, you know? Man.
Well, yeah, because the trailer's not going to tell you how good the movie is.
There's no movie that's ever made me, like, sob hysterically.
Oh, he did a reaction to Howard Stern roasting him.
Dude, that was funny as hell, man. They fucking ripped into him.
Oh, man.
Whatever.
Sad boy.
I don't know, you know... if the guy likes something, it's fine, but God.
The overreaction is what's annoying.
Actually, maybe he's got a girlfriend. I see his channel. He does a lot of trailer reactions. Some chick. I mean,
I see that too. It's probably his sister.
Whatever. At least she's talking to somebody.
That's true. Invisible Man? I know when we saw Dr. Sleep, you said this was Shyamalan, but it's Lee Winnell.
I don't know what I was talking about there, buddy. I realized I made an error.
No, but Lee Winnell, who... was part of the Saw movies, part of the Insidious movies.
Oh, is that supposed to make me want to watch it?
No, I was just saying that. Did you see Upgrade?
Yeah, I kind of like that.
It was cool. Yeah, it was cool. This, I know we've debated it a lot, but what are your thoughts on Elizabeth Moss?
I like her.
Yeah,
I think she's very wholesome looking. She's not even hot. Like, she's not particularly some hot chick.
But she's got a look.
I mean, I think she's fucking pretty good looking.
Yeah.
She's just like someone that looks like it'd be fun to, hang out with and then bang.
Netflix and chill.
Yeah. She's not particularly good looking, but something about her is alluring.
Yeah, I mean, this looks like Hollow Man.
Oh, great. That's what everyone wanted.
Yeah, after they already made a sequel to it.
Hollow Man.
Hollow Man. I remember that movie freaking me out before, though, as a young stallion.
Great Kevin Bacon performance.
Elizabeth Shue.
Oh, yeah.
You like Inside Out?
Is that the thing about the emotions?
Yeah.
I don't have any emotions, so I haven't seen it.
There's Worried and there's nothing else.
Yeah. That's me.
Well, the same people that made that made this film called Soul, which looks cool. If you finished the trailer.
I watched it. Yeah, it looks like another Pixar. Is it Pixar?
Yeah.
It looks like another Pixar thing where they use, emotions to really drive the message home and get a lot of clout.
Hater.
That's fine. I'm over Pixar too.
Just Disney in general.
I want the Disney hand-drawn shit to come back, man.
Ooh. Yeah. I agree. Maybe one day.
No.
When they CGI Walt Disney alive again.
See, computer graphics get outdated though. Like the first Toy Story does not look good.
No, it doesn't look good.
But watch Aladdin or something, that shit still pops.
Oh yeah,
Because it's a drawing.
Because it's a drawing. And with 4K, it just gets better and better. Better and better.
These damn superhero movies just keep getting better and better.
How about The Grudge? What do you think of this? You're a fan of John Cho.
I like John Cho.
John Chode.
John Cho. Great performance as Harold Lee.
Nice to meet you, Gerald.
Hey, Kenny. I don't know.
You like Searching, don't you?
For what it was, it's way better than Lake Dungo, I'll tell you that.
Oh, great. That's a great advertisement. Good for what it was.
I mean, that is like the quintessential one-time watch sort of movie, you know? It's like once you know what happens, there's no point of ever going back to it. But I was intrigued by it.
It just looks shot well. I don't know. Looks like it could be creepy. It's another one of those horror films with the violin trailer music.
Yeah, there's a lot of those.
The chick from Mandy's in it.
Oh, great.
I'd probably check it out. Maybe not a theater watch, but I would check it out if I want to try and get spooked one day.
I just think like these supernatural horror movies are just a little too much now. It's like everything that comes out, you know?
Yeah, true.
The Curse of La Llorona and all that bullshit.
Ew.
Insidious 10.
Annabelle. 7. Well, what about this Color Out of Space? H.P. Lovecraft.
What about it?
This looks like Mandy.
Yep. That's not a good thing.
I would check it out. Looks like it could have some good body horror. Lights don't make a movie good. It's all about it's all about the spectacle of it.
Yeah, there's definitely this thing with filmmakers nowadays. They put in some bullshit neon and pink and purple lights, and people eat it up as like art.
And some synth. It could be 3 hours of nothing happening, and that's what Mandy is.
Yeah, it's just like, I don't know, whatever.
I don't really like Nicolas Cage either, but I don't know, something about this movie looks interesting.
He's got this weird cult following where guys think he's just like God's gift to acting, and he's not funny. He can't act.
He thinks he's God's gift to acting. Did you ever listen to him go through his roles?
Oh yeah, I did after you told me about it.
Ugh, fucking pretentious.
I mean, like, he can't act. He's not funny. Like,
everybody else in his
great
family's
film? Face Off?
Leaving Las Vegas, maybe?
That shit was not that good.
I like it, but he's over the top in it, just like everything.
I don't know.
Elizabeth Shue is banging in it.
Yeah, she's alright.
I just don't get the Nicolas Cage thing.
I don't either, man. It's like this weird cult, like his cult following. Yeah,
well,
I guess she is pretty hot in that movie.
Yeah. Every other person in his family is better at what they do than him.
Battle.
So that's kind of it with trailers. We can get through some Blu-ray and theater stuff real quick, and then we can call it an episode.
Good, because I'm hungry.
I'm hungry. What's on the menu?
I don't know. Something unhealthy, probably.
Okay.
Something from the
November
freezer.
19th, correct?
Yeah.
Happy birthday to me.
Oh, it's coming up, huh?
Saturday, pal.
You gonna be 26?
Yes.
Damn.
Grandpa. I'm on the wrong side of 25.
Grandpa?
Grandpa.
What are you doing? You're gonna go out, take an awkward video of you blowing out candles somewhere?
I hope to God not, and if I do, well, I hope nobody posts it.
Oh shit! Too funny.
Fuck, embarrassing.
Blow out your candles, little guy. Wait, what? What do I do?
Oh man, I really showed my social anxiety in that video.
Yeah, it's okay.
I've seen some stuff.
Oh, you have.
Okay, well, let's talk about some of these blues here real quick. Coming out November 19th. Suspiria 4K.
Well, the one Suspiria fan isn't on our podcast anymore, so we can skip right over it.
That's true. I watched the new one of that. Oh my god, what a piece of crap.
Yeah. I don't know. I need to watch the original, I guess, but
yeah, perhaps. Maybe it's a little better. I don't know. He just seems like one of those guys that
it was a very negative episode.
People who watch BC Butcher probably like.
Oh, those idiots.
Those smelly people.
God damn.
Oh man, Abbott and Costello, big fan.
I like Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein.
Yeah, the complete Universal Pictures collection's coming out.
That's pretty sweet.
15 disc set. It's all about the amount of discs, not what's on the discs.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Cold War is coming out to Criterion. Decent movie. It's on Prime, I believe. Let's see. The Whole Nine Yards, fan.
Should have known you watched. It's got war in the title.
Shut up.
Damn, that actually sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, it was one that came out last year, maybe? And I think it was best foreign language, one of the best foreign languages films, so I wanted to check it out.
Oh, subtitles.
My brain's too small for this.
Yeah, you're so much smarter than me, pal.
I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about other people. You saw Parasite, at least.
I did. Ooh, only 88-minute runtime.
Now, there you go. That's where your brain's too small.
The chick's pretty hot, too.
Yeah, she is. The Whole Nine Yards. Great Matthew Perry film. I've never seen it. Scarface, the original.
Matthew Perry and great film don't go in the same sentence.
Matthew Perry and great don't go in the same sentence
No.
in any form.
Yeah. Scarface is fine. Not my favorite.
It's the original.
Oh, the original.
Yeah, the Howard Hawks one.
Yeah.
Did you bring protection?
Yeah.
Ew, my skin just crawled. We have a film that Javi will probably see, starring Edward James Olmos, American Me. In prison, they are the law. On the streets, they are the power.
Damn. Every Latino household loves Edward James Olmos.
They were brought up on Stand and Deliver.
Every Latino household played Selena, Stand and Deliver, and La Bamba.
Well, this will be a new film that they add to it. Dora and the Lost City of Gold.
Dora's kind of hot, though, to be honest.
It is. It's got that hot Isabella Merced girl in it.
How old is she?
18.
Oh, perfect. I was going to say, when I sound creepy I saw the trailer, I'm like, damn, I can see they're trying to make her look like a kid, but I can see that body, baby.
Let me get into her backpack.
Oh, yeah. Explore that lost city.
Fuck.
She's fucking hot.
She is, yeah. Go check out her Instagram.
Shit.
Ooh, here's something for you. The King of Queens complete series.
Ooh, I've already got it.
Do you really?
On Blu-ray, though?
Yeah.
Holy shit, no way.
I didn't think you'd be that excited.
Oh, I love that. I bought the
I know. What's his name? Lou Ferrigno knows that.
Yeah. I've got it's, in the show what Kevin James' character is like a UPS driver. So I've got this big UPS truck box set.
Oh my god.
Where the the back opens up and all the discs are in the back.
Does your backside open up?
What is the price on that?
It doesn't say, which is not good. Maybe it's Mill Creek, so you might have to find it on their site.
It's $100 on Walmart.com.
Is it worth it?
No, but that'll be something that when that gets to 50, I'll grab it.
Oh, that's good.
Have you ever seen the show?
No, I haven't.
I think it's one of like, I'm not a big sitcom guy, but like it's one of the best, man.
Okay.
It's funny.
I mean, as far as sitcoms, I mostly watch like the Grounded for Lives and those kind of movies.
Believe it or not, I think Kevin James is, if given the right.
Oh, I believe it.
No, if given the right material, I think he's funny. He's fucking hilarious in that show. Great performance.
Okay. I'll have to check it out then.
Yeah, it's not like, what's that UFC movie that he did?
Oh, Here Comes the Boom?
Yeah, it's a little higher quality than that.
Ugh.
And Leah Remini, come on, baddie.
I know. Her whole story about leaving Scientology is crazy.
Yeah. Man, she was hot.
Something else I do want to check. See, this is another one that I missed that I wanted to watch. Blinded by the Light.
I like this movie.
Yeah. I mean, just like all these other movies that have come out, I haven't been like big fans of the artists, but I've liked the movies. So I
wasn't a particularly big Bruce Springsteen fan. I don't really care about him very much, but it's a solid movie.
Yeah. Speaking of Elizabeth Moss, The Handmaid's Tale Season 3 comes out.
Ooh.
You need to check that show out. Heard it's good.
I like her in Get Him to the Greek.
I didn't know she was in that.
Yeah, she's Jonah Hill's wife.
Cool.
That movie's almost 10 years old. What the fuck?
Ew.
You like that movie?
I don't really remember it,
to
be honest.
Do you think Aldous Snow is funny in Forgetting Sarah Marshall?
Oh, I love it.
I mean, fuck.
Is that like a companion piece?
It's a spin-off.
So is Jonah Hill playing the character from Forgetting Sarah Marshall?
No, he's a different character.
But it's a spin-off of Aldous Snow.
Yeah, it's like he's like a music producer and he's trying to get Aldous Snow to the Greek theater for like this anniversary show.
Okay.
Kind of like one of those road trip sort of movies.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fucking funny. I love it.
I have to check that out again. I love Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
So good.
That's about it. There's really no Virgin deals that I can find. There's nothing that really pops out as a Virgin. Oh, found it.
He found it.
The Perils of Gwendolyn in the Land of the Yik Yak. I mean, this cover just looks
what?
Like what? You sound like you've heard of it.
No, what is that?
It looks like some bondage porno stuff.
1984.
Look at the Blu-ray. There's two chicks tied up with chains.
I mean, she's pretty hot.
Yeah.
It's like one of those shitty like Vinegar Syndrome Blu-rays that guys this is
Severin films.
Yeah. Oh, I'll pay $50 for it. It's worth it.
It's worth it.
Yikes.
Yeah, so that's about it as far as that goes. But some theatrics coming out this week. Ford vs. Ferrari. This is one of those trailers I've seen a billion times at this point.
Same, and it doesn't make me want to watch it.
No, it really doesn't. But I'm sure it'll be that movie that gets all the Oscar contention just because these biopics always do, especially when it's got Matt Damon and
like
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale and Cars and
Ugh, I hate Cars.
152 minutes?
Oh my god. That's longer than Matt Damon has to make those cars.
Damn.
I just remember every time in that trailer, how long did you ask him to make the cars? 300 or 400 years?
Oh,
90 days?
God. Not really interested in cars.
There's that. The Report with Adam Driver. In the aftermath of the 9/11 attacks, CIA agents began using extreme interrogation tactics and those they think were behind it. Oh, sounds kind of boring.
It does. Anytime you're talking like CIA and court and
yeah.
Oh my God.
There's not many films that do that well. As far as like investigative sort of stuff, I really like Spotlight. Did you ever see what's that one with Hayden Christensen, Broken Glass?
Oh, Shattered Glass.
Yeah, that one's good.
Yeah, that's a good movie. Good. I like that because I learned about the actual story before I watched the movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Guy was
what did he
just like fabricated articles to
be
seen as like a great reporter, and
it wasn't plagiarism?
Maybe it was, but he went through like the effort of making like this fake company, and he made a fake website, juked my chronics.
Damn. Messed up. Ooh. Charlie's Angels.
Oh. Look. I'd watch this at home where I can pause it.
Would you?
Those bitches are bad, bro.
Naomi Scott is bad.
You don't like K-Stew?
I do. But
I think she's so hot.
If I had the choice.
Oh, if I had the choice between them, yeah.
It'd be Jasmine.
Man. She like makes that Aladdin live action.
Naomi's thought.
Naomi's twat. Oh, man.
Nasty.
You know Naomi backwards is I moan.
I'm sure I've heard that before, but forgot.
It's a Van Wilder joke.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't even your own thing.
No, she's so bad, though. Look, there's no way that's going to be a good movie, but hey, I'd watch it.
Yeah. Waves, I think we talked about this, from Trey Edward Schultz, the guy who did What Comes at Night, and Krisha. That looks cool. Let's see. Ooh, Mickey and the Bear. This looks like something dirty you'd like.
Oh, Brigsby Bear?
Mickey and the Bear. Probably better than that. Faced with the responsibility to take care of her addict veteran father, headstrong teen Mickey Peck keeps her household afloat.
Oh.
Just look at the poster. It looks so dirty.
I'm looking at it. I'm kind of digging it.
Only an hour and a half, too.
Yes, that 88 minutes, man. Everyone should make films that are that long.
The Irishman, an hour and a half.
Okay, unless you're Martin Scorsese, then you're allowed to make a 3.5 hour. But you know,
Titanic, an hour and a half.
Edward Norton in Motherless Brooklyn, make it 88 minutes, bud.
Yeah, I don't think it needed to be 2.5 hours, but cut it down a little bit, bud.
Jesus.
Ooh, this looks really good. Bluebird. Discover the origin stories of megastars like Garth Brooks and Taylor Swift.
No, I'm alright.
No, I'm straight.
Yeah,
and then we have the Lil Peep documentary. Everybody's Everything.
We already talked about this last time we recorded.
I know, but it's coming out.
I don't want to talk about it again.
Okay, that's fair.
We don't need to talk about Lil Peep more than one time in the history of this podcast.
You're right. Well, that's it.
That's it.
See ya.
Well, I think this was a good episode. I hope we turned everyone off of seeing Dr. Sleep.
Yeah, sorry, everybody.
Hey, if you liked it...
We saved you some money, though.
Yeah, if you liked Dr. Sleep, you didn't agree with us, let us know why you liked it. I mean, we're open up for discussion here.
Yeah.
Slacker Media, a lot of good things popping. Me and Nick just went to the Barnes & Noble for the Criterion sale, made a little video of that. We got Black Friday coming up. We're going to do some content for that. We did a Blu-ray update. That'll be on there. I mean, you know, the show goes on.
Yes, we've been inconsistent, but, you know, we're trying. We're hoping to get back on it very soon, so...
Thank you guys for...
stick around. Thanks.
Yeah, for you guys that have been there since the beginning, and you write us in and, you know, leave us messages, whatever. Man, we appreciate that. I know we talk amongst ourselves all the time. If only 2 people listen to this podcast, that's good enough, you know.
Yeah,
but
as long as people like it.
There's actually a pretty good, you know, audience out there. So it's a pleasure to do, and we're going to continue doing it. You have any closing thoughts, bud?
Don't see Dr. Sleep.
Don't
Go see The Lighthouse.
Yes. Episode 138 in the books. Thank you guys for listening, and as always, go fuck yourselves.